Hello and welcome back to another episode of Weekly Tangents, the episode where we are celebrating our big breakthrough.
Yes, big breakthrough, still under 1,000 views, but hey, for us, it's something.
We are stars. We're basically Leonardo DiCaprio.
Doesn't he have like some borderline pedophilia issues?
You are basic. No, just kidding.
Oh, God.
All right. But yeah, no, pretty exciting times. We had our first big break, 500 views basically. If, you people here listening could bump that up a few views.
Oh, my God. No, but much appreciated. We got our first real subscribers. It's not family members or friends.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Thank you very much, everyone. And kind of just along the lines of that, this means it's time to start looking to the future. You know what that means, Dylan?
What does it mean, Jonathan?
Obviously, now that we had our first almost 500 view video, we need to start thinking about merch.
Oh, wow. Yep, sounds appropriate.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have huge money from this and definitely no losses.
Yep, merch for 3 people. There you go.
Hey, we're going to make like a whole negative couple $100 from that.
Probably.
But I mean, all jokes aside, even regardless of the views, I kind of want to look at other people's merch. Like, what do they do well? What do they do terribly? Just, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I mean, even if we're not making it anytime soon, if we keep on growing, one day we'll have merch, possibly, so.
Yeah, so first off, I want to start by asking, have you bought any merch? Like, whether it's YouTube or music, bands, like anything?
Yeah, actually, recently I bought Ludwig from YouTube / used to be Twitch. Actually, re-released some of his older hoodies, and I actually picked up one of those like a month ago. But it takes a longer time for YouTuber merch to ship, so I got it
Yeah.
last week, I want to say.
How you actually, if you can you pull up a picture of it for the viewers and send a link for me so I could see it?
All right, here you go. I got the image for you there. You can pull it up and look. It's like a really basic thing, but yeah, one of his like catchphrases from back in the day was like mogul moves. He's always making mogul moves. So I
Instead
got
of
the
money
hoodie.
moves, gotcha.
Sure.
Well, I mean, that was an expression like Cardi B thing or something.
Sure.
I know how much you love her music.
I do.
But honestly, no, I kind of like it. It's very basic, kind of blends in, but it's got some nice color, makes it stand out. I like it.
Yeah, I don't like anything that's too like hyper in your face of I am from something.
Yeah. So like, have you actually worn that out yet?
Yeah, I've worn it to work a few times. I also got like his mint hoodie like a year ago before I went to Korea and all that stuff. So yeah, I like it. It's just nice, simple designs.
Nice. Has anyone asked, like, have seen you and be like, hey, you're a Ludwig fan?
No, but I've seen some people like out on the street with Ludwig's merch before, and I always think to myself, like, should I be like, hey, nice Ludwig hoodie, or should I just be like, dude, just he's walking on the street. He's not asking for a conversation right now.
Honestly, that's fair. You're like, we have this one thing in common. Who knows? They could be a terrible person. They could be a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, they just full on, not even his fans, just they could be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But like, I totally get you though. You want something kind of under the radar, but something you could do a little representation for them. Also support them financially after how much you watch them. I could totally get that.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely part of it because the hoodie looks fine, but also I think the hoodie ended up being like $65 or $70, which I could just go to TJ Maxx, get like an extra large hoodie for like $25 probably. So definitely a lot of it's just to support the people.
I get what you mean. Honestly, I've always felt kind of iffy about like supporting some people, particularly if they're super rich or anything.
Mhm.
But this one YouTuber I've watched, probably my favorite YouTuber over the past like 2.5 years at this point, he has also released a piece of merch. I'll drop a link in. It's kind of under the radar to where, if someone notices it, like, oh, hey, Tumblr reference, they'll think it's funny. But otherwise, I like it. It's kind of under the, it'll fly under people's radar. It's nice, simple, just a black shirt I could wear with literally anything.
Who's it by is my question.
Scott Kramer. He is everyone's favorite React channel, the PBS of reactors.
Oh, I have no clue who he is, but okay, I love that guy.
Yeah. No, he's not super big. I don't think he even has 1 million subs yet. So like, I'm always like, for you, Scott, I'll support you.
All right, yeah, he's nowhere near as big as we are.
Yeah, no, we would destroy him. Not in terms of views or purchases, but just like if we saw him, we would destroy him.
We'd kick that guy's ass, just like
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah. There's one of them. There's two of us. So yeah. I don't know. I just kind of like the idea of like you were saying, nice, simple, basic merch.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure.
is there any other merch that you've gotten that might be bigger, more boisterous, or just other merch at all?
Well, like if we don't limit merch just to clothing stuff, because I have gotten some things from like K-pop and all that,
I'll
but
accept that.
yeah, nothing's too interesting. But also, don't forget, like at my workplace, I work in like a comic store warehouse essentially. So we get tons of like Funko Pop, anime figurines, and like at the end of the day, merch doesn't have to be clothing; it's just merchandise at the end of the day. So I work with shit tons of merchandise.
That's fair. Have you ever been tempted like, damn, this looks nice. I want to cop it. Like obviously like pay for it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, especially we get our 30% discount, so I'd be
Yeah.
down. But yeah, there's been some things that look really good, whether it be like Dragon Ball figures or things like that. Just a lot of the figures that come in look really good. We'll have like Funko Pop stuff, which I'm not into as much, but there's just so many things and of varying qualities. But at the end of the day, like the best merch, the best figures are always, a little bit out of my price range.
Dude, do you know how much self-control, like how much I would struggle to like not buy that?
Dude, that's my issue there because I haven't bought that stuff, but I bought plenty of manga there. And whenever a new box set comes in, it's just like, shit, we only have 5 of these. We're going to send them out to stores, but like it's in a box set, so I get a discount. Plus, I have an employee discount. It's like, man, I don't really have room for 20 more volumes of this, but I really want to get it.
For this price. Yeah, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Dang. No, that's a struggle. You're a real struggler, eh?
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Or could I say, dun dun dun, you're a real struggle bug once you open it.
Oh, struggle bug, like the Pokemon move. I see now.
God. Yep. Once they run out of moves, they pull a struggle bug. But nah, this is by the same guy. Honestly, I don't think it's that cute. I actually think it's kind of ugly, to be
I
honest.
think it is as well. It's pretty damn ugly. And is he holding like a small bottle of milk or is that a light bulb?
That's the funny thing. He never clarified. He says we could figure it out for ourselves. He suggested milk because he made a got milk video.
Oh,
Like,
I was kind of joking. I assumed that it was like a lightning bug and it was obviously a light bulb, but it kind of looks like milk. But okay.
I'm not sure. It could be a lightning bug. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a point of contention in the community, but I like to think it's milk, and that is shoot. I don't know. It only has 6 legs. You might have a point there.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. I literally have it because I've won several plushies from round one. I'm like, this will fit right in. Well, it doesn't look Japanese at all, so it won't blend in. But it also came with a drawstring bag, so that helped me justify it a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So all in all, that's a bit of merch I've gotten from Scott Kramer that I've really enjoyed. The first one I like more because I wear it out public. This one I can kind of just have in my room with my other plushies.
Okay, well, I actually have a question, which is, I told you like the mogul moves things. That's what Ludwig would always say. Is he's making mogul moves whenever he does something that's like get him money or getting him like a play of the game kind of shit.
Yeah.
But struggle, like does he clearly has some ongoing thing with struggling? Like
Yeah.
what's it about, Jonathan?
Yeah, he made a video on it because people were asking, why are we strugglers? I'm not struggling at all. Thank you very much. His answer really was just, we've all been through things before. We've all struggled with something, whether it's the YouTube grind, job grind, school grind, something. Everyone's grinding. We're all strugglers in one way or another. Like the one thing that could unite his audience, because we all kind of it's a weird conglomerate of a lot of people. So that's just really the one thing you can use to identify. So it kind of just stuck though.
Oh,
So
Jonathan, I gotta be honest with you. I know that you like this guy. I fucking hate that logic
I
and that
know.
reasoning, and I think it is a terrible name.
Yeah, at least he's done the video. Maybe it's just his way of dunking on his audience. Really, what I'm getting here though is you're never gonna watch a video by him.
Yeah, I mean, what? I guess what's our fan base name then? If they're the strugglers, we're Weekly Tangents. So I think our fans should be the Tangerines.
That is, yeah, we're gonna have tangerine and orange themed merch. What a great idea.
Sure, why not?
No, I think since we're weekly tangents, people are going to wear t-shirts or other things based off of, or they're going to align with what day of the week they watch us. We're going to have our Mondays or Wednesdays. We're going to have our Saturdays. Personally, I'm a Monday. I don't know about you.
No, I'm Garfield. I hate Mondays.
Oh, God damn you. How could you? Well, we could call them Garfields too, but we might get sued.
Yeah. No.
Oh, damn. Well, I don't know. On that subject, and not of Garfield and stuff, we can back to the subject of merch. We're not going on a tangent here. I don't know. Did you ever get like BTS merch or something? Like anything?
I mean, I've gotten like CDs from them before, but like, I guess when I was young and I went to like KCON for the first time at the end of middle school, going to high school, I got like a G Dragon shirt or something. But as I said before, I don't like things that are super in your face. And so much K pop merch is just like, it has all the BTS members on a shirt. It has like, G Dragon in huge, like graffiti esque letters on the shirt. It's just like too much in your face. And considering that my fashion from day to day is just like a t-shirt and shorts or jeans, I don't like something that I wouldn't wear even if it's from people that I like.
Honestly, that's fair. And about like fashion in general, like largely my clothing has been hand-me-downs and I've never bothered to put much money into it. But like just in observing other guys like fashion senses, it's kind of interesting because like the ones you put like a lot of time getting a wardrobe and anything, like it looks nice and everything, but I'm like, wow, I could never do that. Like, I just don't care enough. But I see guys who just really rock jeans and a t-shirt. I'm like, damn, I wish I rocked jeans and a t-shirt as good as you. So I think maybe that is my preferred thing. So yeah, just with basic merch, I could totally see that.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, I think that kind of goes twofold because I've seen enough things where if you see some like super sexy dude, whether it be K-pop guy, whether it be, I'm a big fan of Ryan Reynolds and stuff like that, if you just put them in like the laziest shirt and shorts or whatever, they're still going to look fucking amazing. And when
Yeah.
you're in it, it's just like, okay, you look like a twig, I look like a walrus. Like at the end of the day, one, I guess, is your confidence, but two is just your looks are going to make the clothes at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And just if it's like a good fit or not, like if it's not like skin tight or if it's not like super baggy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it really doesn't take a lot to look good. You would wonder why I don't look better.
Well, I haven't seen you in 2 years, so for all I know, you look amazing.
I am literally Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
Like
You got quite
this isn't hosted by Jonathan and Dylan. This is hosted by Dylan and Ryan Reynolds.
And I'm
Hey, everyone,
amazed it
Detective
doesn't have more
Pikachu.
views. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's that. I guess like moving on to like merch I don't own because I was gonna show you another Scott Kramer thing, but I think you're getting pretty sick of that.
I am. Is it another thing that has to do with struggling?
Fuck it, I'm gonna show you.
Okay,
Here.
just so I can shit on it. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's see.
here, another struggle based thing.
Okay.
But this time it'll be a university I could graduate from.
Let's see. Struggle Town. Okay, this one I like a bit more though because it has like the college design to it. People look at that and they'll probably be like, that looks like Harvard and not give it as much of a look. Where the other things, one's a really fucking ugly bug and the other one's a dead website. So,
hey, how can you say Tumblr is dead? It has a very vibrant scene you're just not aware of.
Jonathan, it was only for porn and now there's no porn on it. It's dead.
Yeah, you got me there. But nah, I think I'm gonna move on to like maybe merch that we don't own, but good merch that we've seen out there where we're like, damn, I wish we could have owned that or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think that I remember you telling me about, didn't Philip DeFranco or someone come out with like a skull hoodie that you really wanted?
Let me drop you a link.
Okay, ooh, it's a Facebook link.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything else with good picture quality.
Okay, yeah, and it even has Philip DeFranco in it. Oh, but it's
Yeah.
2019. I don't know why, but I thought it would have been older.
Nah, so like honestly, that's around the time I stopped watching Philip DeFranco. But point being, at least largely in part, but point being, it's like a nice varsity jacket style, and you'll see on the, I guess his left, it says going down it, one day we'll all just be skeletons, which one, it has a nice meaning to it. Two, it's just a funny inside joke in the community if you know where it's from. And then three, I don't know, it just looks nice and solid. Like I think I could wear it with everything.
Where's it from?
Okay, so he did an interview with his son one time, and during the interview, he was asking his son, "What's his favorite part about Friends? Like, what do you like the most about your friends?" Right? And the
Hmm.
son says, "I like their bones,"
Okay.
which is absolutely terrifying, right? And then
Hmm.
the father Philip was like, "That's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard." And then the son's laughing, goes, "One day we'll all just be skeletons,"
Oh my god, that's
which
amazing.
is terrifying.
How old is the child in this case?
He was like maybe 4 or 5 at the time, I want to say.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know what was going on with that son. Maybe he should be investigated, like CPS or something. But like, that's the most terrifying and hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, I've seen like a clip from Good Mythical Morning on an older one where Link's son came on, and they were just asking them different questions or something. And one of them was just like, "Oh, if you could meet Abe Lincoln for a day, what would you say to him?" And he looks at the camera deadpan and says, "Like, hey, want to go see a play?" And it's just like, oh my god.
What is wrong with him? Dude, kids have fucked up senses of humor. Can I just say that?
Apparently, and I respect it.
Yeah, I don't think we can trust kids anymore.
Well, we were all kids one day.
One day we'll all just be kids. No, I
Yep.
don't. There we go. That's a new merch design. I'll pass it on to Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
But no, he's really ran with this one day we'll all just be skeletons thing, and he's still selling merch like this to this day. But the thing is, I wanted this hoodie, and when he was selling it, he said like it was a one-time drop, and I didn't believe him because he said that before, and he's re-released merch. No, this one really was a one-time drop. And at this point, I was at UCI and I was trying to save money because of how expensive rent and food is in Irvine.
Hmm.
And like genuinely, I regret not buying this hoodie because I think about it to this day. I know it's not like a great hoodie or anything, but just it's casual, totally my fashion sense, meaning and everything. It screams Jonathan, and I didn't buy it, and I regret it to this day. Not even joking.
Yeah, it really does scream Jonathan with your chain wallet.
It wasn't a chain wallet; it was just a chain that I wore every day.
Ah, well, it's in your pocket, so who knows? There could be a wallet in there.
There's a lot in my pockets because I wear guy jeans. Take that, women.
Oh no.
But no, all jokes aside, do you have an example of merch that you've like, wanted but maybe never got, or just like, hey, that's a cool piece of merch, but maybe not for me?
Yeah, something that I thought was pretty cool. That one of my YouTubers, Twitch streamers that I normally watch has. Let me get the link here for you.
Oh
Okay.
my god!
Oh my god, that's a huge link.
I just say this link is intimidating. All that for a hat?
it's, it's quite the hat, Jonathan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just right off the bat, I like how it's presumably the streamer might be called Enron, but it's also like the E. Like, yeah, I see that. It's cool.
No,
basic
the
design.
streamer's name is not Enron. Enron is a famous like tech mogul from like 30 years ago, which had some like I forgot if it was insider trading or what, but financial issues. And basically, everyone who was invested in them, which was a lot of people, immediately lost all of their money because they went bankrupt. So he was like, "Hey, I'm a marketing major, and that's like a very funny in the know marketing thing that happened 30 years ago." So it's basically the same thing as if Apple went defunct today and then you made an Apple hat your logo. It's like, well, what are they going to do? Sue me? They don't exist anymore.
God, okay, I actually kind of like that idea. Like, fuck you, you can't stop me.
Exactly.
Wait, so is this your company guy you like?
Yeah, this is the guy who he worked for Nvidia. He actually just quit so he could join some of his like Ludwig and their streamer fans friends to make a company for that. But yeah, he does a lot of marketing stuff. He worked for Nvidia, all that.
That's amazing. Like, that's kind of like a Rhett and Link thing where you have a solid job, like, and career set up for you, and you're like, no, I'm gonna do social media.
Yeah,
And it
because
actually
he
works
said he was
out.
making six figures. I mean, I think part of the reason why he decided to do it was because he said that like since stocks were going kind of he pulled out all of his Nvidia stock, and he basically had over $1 million or close to it at that point. And he thought, man, I have all this money that I can do whatever I want pretty much, and I'm still like, man, I don't know what I want to do, or I don't feel happy with this stuff necessarily. So he enjoyed his Nvidia job, but he was just like, man, if I'm safe enough that I don't have to worry about like going broke if this business doesn't work out, then I have $1 million, so who cares?
Honestly, that's the kind of thing where, like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's like an Eminem thing. You gotta just mom spaghetti it.
Oh, Eminem like the rapper. I was thinking Eminem like the candy where they desexualize the green one.
Okay, that's still so fucking weird. Like, Eminem advert. Maybe that's what we should talk about. Bad merch, bad adverts. What is wrong with that? Honestly, and the Charmin Bears. What is wrong with those people?
Honestly, I mean, something that I don't think is bad or good, but I'm surprised that it's stuck around as long as it has, is the whole left Twix, right Twix thing?
It's not funny. I don't get it.
It's never been funny. I don't know anyone who's ever given a shit about it, like, haha, left Twix, right Twix. Like, maybe some kids have found it fun, and if so, like, I just haven't seen any. And I'll still get Twix, but like, the thing's been going on for, I want to say, like 5 years, and it's still always like right Twix, left Twix. And I just don't understand, like, who gives a shit? Like, apparently
Yeah.
it's popular enough that they're still printing it that way.
I think they just were like, we put this much money into marketing. We're not going to put any more in. Let's just stick with it.
Yeah, I guess.
There's no difference between left and right Twix, right?
No, that's the whole joke.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. That's so fucking stupid. You know what I
Yeah.
do like though?
What do you like?
The
Merch?
Aflac duck.
The Affleck Duck is, man. I haven't seen him in years though. Granted, I just don't watch TV and I have YouTube Premium, so
Yeah.
I don't see ads. But is he even a thing anymore?
Yeah, he's still on TV. Like I see him when I watch football.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but nah, that's an example of it done right. Get your shit together, M&Ms and Twix.
Yeah,
But nah, let me getting back on merch. This is a bit of merch where like you're gonna know what it is the second you click on it because you watched the show.
let's see. Twitter.com. It's a refrigerator.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I see
for
it.
Bob's fridge, and it's a stress ball thing that they squeeze, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it was a limited release, and you might remember that I started watching Distractable at my last job, but I was several months behind premiering because I listened to the first or second episode, deemed it not work appropriate, but then they had me one-manning two-person shifts for a month, so I got to catch up.
Yeah, I do remember.
So by the time I caught up and listened to Bob's Fridge, they were talking about like they were doing merch for it. I'm like, cool, let's check it out. And it was already sold out and they never resold it again. I'm like, fuck me, I guess. But like, I like always need something in my hands. Like not necessarily like fidget toys or whatever, but like pens, I don't know, actual fidget toys, stress balls. I just always need something in my hands. It's like this would have been so perfect. I could have repped a show that I listened to every single week. Like I just want them to resell it. Like, come on.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, this entire podcast, I have some Pepto Bismol pills right next to me, and I've been opening and closing the lid.
What is wrong with us? Like, is there actually any kind of reason for this? Like,
I don't
I'm
know.
not anxious. It's just I like the way it feels.
Maybe you just don't think you're anxious, Jonathan.
You make me anxious, Dylan,
Ooh.
because you're like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh God.
This is
It
becoming
always
the
comes
worst
back.
running joke ever.
It really is. Just for this episode.
But nah, if you've seen, let me pull it up really fucking quickly if I can. They've done other merch too, like the Candy Uncle shirt or the Wade's Words. And I'm just not really a fan of it because I loved those episodes and I love the inside jokes that they've brought. I just don't like the designs that much. Like they're not funny or cool. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I can see that. It's definitely not my thing as much either from the secret word is yeah, it's not something that I would buy personally. It definitely does just seem more of like kind of how we were talking about earlier of just people who, okay, this is definitely just kind of a billboard for I watched this show.
Yeah, and to be honest, I also just dropped the Distractable t-shirt one for you. I
Yeah,
don't
I checked it.
actually I don't like that either, to be honest. Like I just couldn't see myself wearing that out cuz like it's just I don't it's I think you get what I'm saying. It's just weird.
Yeah, for me, it's something where if you're going to a convention and you want to have people to talk to you, you wear a shirt like that. That way, it's like, this guy knows something that I know. But just in your day to day life, like it doesn't look bad, but it also like is very obvious that it's like, oh, is that a podcast? Is that a show? Like it's clearly not made just as a piece of fashion.
And I feel like people are going to ask about it. They're like, "Oh, what is Candy Uncle? What are those secret words? What is Distractable?" It's like, God, do I have to really go down this whole explanation? It's not going to be funny without you listening to it. You're going to be like, "Oh, cool." So, like, I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I guess it also depends on who you are because for them specifically, I don't feel like any of them are out there like, I want to make something that's, super fashionable. I feel like they're just, hey, we make a podcast. This is for big fans of the podcast.
Yeah, so you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but as far as merch like gone wrong, I'm gonna drop one more in here because like I think it's right, but like I have a very specific issue with it.
Okay, let me see another Twitter one here.
Yeah, this is gonna be when Good Mythical Morning was doing their Golden Tea Mythical giveaway.
Oh yeah, I remember these. Yeah.
You and I felt very similarly in that we want some of the prizes, but like we prefer the color of the non-prize one. Like I like the silver, but like the orange, I don't like that. The blue, like I don't know how I feel about that on a shirt, but the free merch for a year sounds great because you could just use it right back on the shirt. The
Yeah.
golden one admittedly does look good, but you get what I mean. It's just like I want to not win anything because the silver one I think might just look the best.
Well, I think it's also annoying, like vice versa, because sometimes you have things where it's like, honestly, now that I look at those again, I don't like the silver one and I like the orange one. Like, I would just straight up buy the orange one, to be honest, but I don't want to buy.
Shoot. Maybe
Yeah.
that was also our issue with it was like we wanted them, but just for the design, we don't like like we can't just buy the orange one. For example, we have to win it, which were extremely low odds.
Yeah, like it would be nice if they could, after the fact, kind of release the alternate color ones after the competition's over or something. But yeah, for the
Yeah,
initial case of like, I don't really like the silver. It doesn't really pop in a way or go in a way that I think is really nice. But the orange one does look really good to me.
I want to buy the gold one, like regardless of the 18,000. To be honest, like that just actually looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of like merch that has gone good, merch that has gone bad. So you get the idea.
Now it's time for merch that's
I
gone lewd.
oh boy. So let me show you this fan made Pokemon foot. Oh god, never mind.
Man, I really thought you were gonna pull that out. I heard you type in foot stuff earlier.
Don't worry, that's coming. That's coming.
Okay.
But anyways, moving on to the next portion of this, I think you said that you came up with an idea for merch.
I did come up with an idea for merch.
Can you show me and our loyal audience following of like 4 subscribers?
Well, I can put it up in post, or you can open it right now because I don't have Discord open, Jonathan. I'll be honest with you.
But yeah, so you came up with a hat design. Why don't you like go into that and tell me about it?
So yeah, ironically enough, you told me last night that you were going to do a merch themed episode, but a few days before that, I was just thinking of like, I wonder if I could make a hat that looks like this as like merch for our podcast at some point. Not even necessarily to sell to other people. I just thought it was a cool hat to buy for myself. So the like confetti-esque background that we have on our podcast logo, I thought of like, if I can just get that and change the entire color of a hat to be that, as opposed to like normally the it's just a logo on the front of a hat.
Yeah.
So I tried that, and I eventually made this, and I really like how it looks. I ordered it, and it should be coming in a couple weeks, so I'll let you know when it comes and if I actually like it or not.
Yeah, I feel like you could like actually, wear it out. Be kind of like a party, like happy, upbeat thing. But I think certain people could definitely pull it off for sure.
Yeah, it's similar. Or we were talking earlier about whether something is super obvious that it's from a podcast, from a show, whatever.
I don't
versus,
think this is, to be honest.
yeah, this doesn't have any text on it. It's just something where it's like, if you are a watcher of the show, all 16 subscribers, then you'd be like, oh, I could see where that's from. But otherwise, it just looks like, at least in my opinion, a fashionable hat.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I personally like it. Like, what would you wear with? Like, walk me through this. You wearing this to a party with a bomber or a leather jacket, or are you wearing it out? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, honestly, I could see a bomber. Yeah, just like a black shirt and some kind of like unzipped thing to put on as a second layer, then jeans and
Pants.
shoes. Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
pants. There you go.
Yeah, your unzipped pants.
My unzipped pants.
But nah, so there we go. I'm gonna be excited what it looks like in person once you get it, and who knows, maybe I'll just be like, I'm gonna buy a second one, rep with you.
There you go. But then you'll have to design it.
God damn it. Well, speaking of me designing,
Yes. Are we getting to the foot related thing? I can't wait until that one comes up.
oh, are you getting a phone call, Dylan?
Oh my god. I'm hoping that's a sound effect.
Are you gonna answer?
Yes. Hello.
Hello, is this the Weekly Tangent podcast?
Yes.
This is Joe Schmo, and I have seen that you came up with a very successful YouTube video, and I want to give some merch ideas past you.
Okay, Mr. Joe Schmo.
All right. I'm going to show you some ideas I came up with, then you're going to greenlight it, and then we get 90% of the profits. You get the other 10. Okay?
Okay. By we, do you mean Jonathan or do you mean Joe Schmo?
Joe Schmo.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to your friend. Maybe he just died or something. He's just being selectively mute. Who knows?
Okay, I see.
So for this first idea, it's a basic t-shirt, basic merch, everything that I heard you guys were criticizing earlier. So we're gonna have a
It's
talk about
super
that.
basic from the standpoint that you drew it in pencil.
I am an official representative of the biggest merch company in the world, xxxmerch.com.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah. As you can see, you totally can't tell that is from a podcast at all. Definitely not from some kind of show or anything.
I mean, you can't tell that it's supposed to be a legit piece of clothing.
What do you mean? I have top 10 art skills. Let me tell you, I went to Harvard for art.
I'm not sure if Harvard's really known for their art, but okay.
I'm not even sure if Harvard has an art program. But nah. You'll see on the front, it has your weekly tangents, and it is missing the confetti because I guess my editor sucks at drawing and can't fit that in tiny small spaces.
Your editor, not you.
Oh yeah, my editor. And then on the back of the t-shirt, you see it has your two logos because for some reason you guys have two podcast names and two logos, so I couldn't figure out which was which, so I kind of put both on the back.
Oh, I had to open up a second Google Drive thing. I didn't realize that there's a back. The back looks. The microphone looks like an oblong sausage, and the people talking, or I can't even tell what it looks like. Fucking Pikachu's tail with a mic symbol coming out of it. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Well, let me tell you, I came up with the idea, but my editor sucks at art.
Oh yes,
I may have went to Harvard for art, but I went there for theoretical art, not practical art.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, I hope you like that. Take that for what you will. So I'm offering that to you for a good $300 for the licensing and IP, intellectual property rights, and then we'll take 90% of the profits. You take the other 10, and you pay us for distribution fees.
Honestly, I would totally get this from the standpoint of, you know how like dad shoes have come into fashion because they were so ugly that everyone's like, no, it's like ironically fashionable.
Yeah,
I could totally see someone wearing just a completely like, maybe you don't even have the shirt. You just have a picture of a piece of paper with a pencil drawing of the shirt on a shirt. And it's just like, this is so terrible. I love it.
See, my conceptual art knows no bounds. This is some 5D chess here.
Apparently.
Let me tell you though, if you liked that merch, you're gonna love the next one.
Oh god, I wonder if it's also drawn in pencil.
Let's see. Well, you're gonna enjoy it.
Oh my god.
So I saw that you guys had an awesome football podcast episode. So I said, you know what football fans love? Bobbleheads. So that is a picture of you that I got off of Facebook hacks. When Facebook got hacked and all the profile pics were released, I just looked up
when
your
you
IP
asked me to
address.
send you a Discord picture. Yeah.
So that's an accurate picture of what you look like, face reveal for all your fans. And you're wearing the only jersey I could see you wearing. You see, it's a Weekly Tangents helmet, team, and everything. You look terrified as you were during the quiz. I'm not sure if you could tell, but you're standing on South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought that it was like a floating rock, but I guess that's not inaccurate then.
That's the bobblehead stand. Yeah. So as you can see, this is a top tier piece of merch. Everyone's going to want the Weekly Tangents football podcast episode bobblehead. So this will be about a $500 licensing fee. Are you going to buy it?
Oh, that's it. Just 500. No IP or anything this time.
Oh no, I just lumped it all in. You don't need to read the fine print or anything. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, I love that you gave me a horrible bowl cut. That I look horrified. I didn't even know that football players wear like sumo belts, but I guess I have that.
You have to make sure their pants don't fall down. Come on, don't you watch sports? I went to Harvard to get a theoretical sports degree.
Oh, lots of Harvard theoretical degrees. And then my left hand looks like a giant foot, where my right hand somewhat looks like a hand.
Well, my editor also the thumb's on the wrong side for your hand, so that's kind of freaky. Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with him about that.
Well, yeah. So you know what? I like the theme of ugly merch. Sure, you can. I'll let Jonathan pay the $500 for the licensing.
All right, I think he'll do that happily. So I'll run that by him, after I'm done selling this to you.
Yeah.
I got another one for you. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm sure.
I think you're gonna like this one the most.
Okay, let's see. It's the steampunk version of the previous bobblehead.
So no, this is an action figurine. I saw that you guys had an AI episode, and I told my editor to do something about AI and combining you and your picture with it. But it turns out he's a big Teen Titans and Mega Man fan, so it kind of ended up being somewhere around the middle of that.
Yeah.
So you guys might get sued, but I'll let you guys deal with that, and we'll take care of the licensing fee for this one.
Oh my god. Well, at least in this one, I'm happy as opposed to terrified in the previous one.
And yet you look every bit as demented.
I really do. I can't tell if my right arm is an arm or if it's a blade or what it is.
It might be a blade. It could also be a tentacle from the looks of it. It's really unclear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to my editor about that.
Yeah, your editor.
When I went to the Harvard Engineering School of Theoretical Robotics, they kind of gave us a episode of Teen Titans and everything. It's pretty great. That was the whole class. We just watched Teen Titans.
Well, yeah, for this one, I could totally see it being like the Red and Link thing, where you order a bobblehead and then there's like a 1 in 10 chance that you get this fucked up cyborg version.
This amazing cyborg version.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so you're down for that one as well, right?
Yeah, you just bill everything to Jonathan.
Bill everything to Jonathan. He's not saying no, so
Yeah, I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio would agree with that logic.
Oh, God. Everything goes back to that scum of the earth.
Yeah.
I've got one more idea for you. Actually, no, I have two more. I have two more ideas for you.
All right, hit me with them.
Which means we're going to have to find the other one later. Let's see this one. Okay, I meant for this one to be last, but I was thinking you guys used to be known as Totally Tangential. I was thinking, what if you had socks that like had a human foot on it with like, painted on the nails, Totally Tangential.
Oh, this is a sock?
Well, it would be printed onto a sock. My editor doesn't know how to Photoshop, and he was running out of time because deadlines.
Yeah, it's great. I love how part of the letters for at the end of Totally Tangential, the L is off of the foot. And yeah, it looks great. I also hate looking at this, and I'm going to have to put on like 18 plus for the YouTube video. But yeah.
Well, you see, when I went to Harvard, my theoretical foot degree.
What's a theoretical foot?
You don't want to know. Maybe prosthetics or something.
I guess.
But yeah, so you're down for that one as well, right?
You know what? This one I think will be a Jonathan exclusive.
A Jonathan exclusive? What do you mean?
I mean a Jonathan exclusive.
Dang, that's so insulting. I think your fans would love it. I'll sell it to your mom.
Okay.
All right. I got one more for you, which for some reason does not want to paste. That is very suspicious. Maybe it's a virus.
Ooh, I love viruses.
There we go. And now this is going to be the last one, and I know you're not going to be able to pass this one up. This is based off of your most successful video, so I know that you're going to love it. Well, tell me your thoughts. Can you describe it for me?
Oh my god, this one is unironically, I would buy this because it is beautiful. It is a poster? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's a poster showing your most famous video, the Yu-Gi-Oh quiz. It's got you as Yanni Yogi.
Yogi, yeah.
And then it has your friend. He can't really pass off this right hair because he doesn't have enough hair to pull it off, so he kind of has the receding look.
Yeah, but he does.
He's the Justin Bieber character in that show. And then at the end, he came up with the amazing line, "Go Giga fuck yourself." So yeah. that's the title. And then I had him look up some stuff. You kind of look like Donald Trump or something.
I look like Donald Trump wearing a giant onesie pajama.
So when I went to Harvard, my theoretical Yu-Gi-Oh class, it was also for blind students. So like we didn't watch anything, we only listened. That's kind of the vibe I got from it.
You got that vibe. Wow, that's honestly, dude, I would buy this merch right now. Absolutely, I love it.
Well, there we go. We got one sale, and we're gonna make 5,000 in print, and then you can sell it for your fans.
Yeah, this is the only one that's that Jonathan doesn't have to pay for.
Yeah, you'll pay for this one. Okay, that's great because it's got a $10,000 licensing and intellectual property fee.
Well, I said Jonathan doesn't have to, but he's really earnest about wanting to pay for things, so
Oh
I'll
yeah,
let him.
yeah. He seems really generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. Those are my merch ideas for you and your channel, and I think that it's just your fans are gonna love it.
Yeah, I just love that not you, but Jonathan, or I guess more specifically your designer editor, prior to the podcast, as we were in a pre-podcast call, was saying, "Oh, give me some time to design stuff." In my head, he was on like a website doing something. Where now I know he was using colored pencils to make some beautiful drawings.
I should specify my editor art person. He has no hands. He actually draws with his feet, which might
Oh.
explain a lot.
Yeah.
He really struggles with art, but he really tried. This took more hours than he would openly admit on
Oh,
an internet
God.
forum.
I'm so sad to hear that.
It might have taken him like 4 to 5 hours
4 to 5 hours
for all of these.
One of them is literally just a screenshot of the foot with like Microsoft Paint.
That one took him maybe 10 minutes.
Still 9 minutes too long.
He might have done that one in the call with you beforehand.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, so that's my fantastic merch ideas for your channel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, so if you're happy with it, you could leave us a 5-star review on Yelp. We're Joe Schmo merch, xxxmerch.com. Actually, don't look that up, please, now that I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, we don't want it to crash with too much traffic.
Oh, man. But yeah, I hope you appreciate that. And now I'm going to hang up on the call and let you discuss it with your partner, okay?
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Click.
Oh, click.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, where'd you go, Jonathan?
I had to use the restroom very spontaneously.
Oh, and you didn't let me know about it?
It was an absolute emergency.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so what have you been up to while I was gone? You're going to have to edit a lot of that out.
Oh, yeah, 20 minutes of basically nothing.
Yeah, so what happened?
Oh, so much, Jonathan. All I need you to know is you have about $10,000 in debt now.
10,000? What did you do?
We got some channel art going on.
We got some channel art. No way. I'm sure you got it from a very reputable thing like Fiverr.
Yeah, like Fiverr, and let me tell you, the art is immaculate.
Which one was your favorite?
Oh, dude, all of them. They truly are the art that ever was.
Is it like Artie the artist who never arted before?
Oh, yeah, kind of.
There we go, for all 0 people who get that reference.
Yeah, hey, my mom gets it.
Yeah, thank you, Dylan's mom. But yeah, so I don't know. That's our conversation on merch. I think, we talk about merch that's good, merch that's bad. We presented some of our own merch ideas, I think pretty solid conversation there.
I mean, did we or did I present one piece of merch and Joe Schmo presented his pieces of merch?
Well, you talked to a Joe Schmo? That sounds like a fake name, dude.
No.
I think you got scammed.
No. I think you got scammed.
I think our viewers got scammed of their time.
Yeah, if they actually made it this far.
But yeah, with that, I think that's a pretty safe place to end it.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't know. Go buy our go get fuck yourself.
Go
merch,
fuck yourself.
and go buy our yellow party hat soon.
All right. Now, Dylan, go buy. Ta-ta for now.
Jonathan, go toot toot for Newt.